Hello everybody and welcome to the Lotus Fire Showroom. My name is Pyrus Maniverse and I shall be your guildmaster and host for the day. For the next 3 hours, I should say. We are live today once again with Breath of Fire as it is the beginning of the Breath and Fire week. Nani Kori? Good luck getting it. You can't scan this thing anything anyway. Have you not used it? Are you sure you haven't used it? I'm sure you've used it. Well, it makes sense. We're trying to order breakfast. Why don't do this and order it on my phone. Yeah, just copy it and stuff. Hurry up though, my phone's dying. Well, okay, wait. Yeah, we're live. Last time we grinded for like an hour and a half to get some bleeding, frickin' ice, I think, so we can go through the desert because we need to buy a gold bar to sell to the dude who It was really annoying, and I think I have the gold bar now, right? No, it looks like I didn't buy it yet. Nope. So either we didn't save last time or we never got to it and I was just too tired. That's a possibility. It's a depressing one, but it is a possibility. Now, this jerk leveled up his prices just because he's like, oh, he's got a gold bar going on. That's right. Make me poor, my dude. Ugh. I hate that. Grind for an hour and a half. Get gold bar. Lose all money you grounded. Mandatory grinding in video games is kind of annoying. We all know that as a modern day, you know. Do you wish to tell me your story? Yes, I do. There, now we'll never have to buy that gold bar again. So the, I have to go out and I have to go see the dude from the town of thieves. What's up? I got everybody a small everything, yeah. Sure. To the town of Bleak, where everyone tries to take my money. You get 2 drinks with the combo I got. The chief's up here. Hello, old man. You'll need the icicle to travel in the desert. Do you want the gold bar? I do want the gold bar. Wait, no, what? Right? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Wow, we're 2 minutes in and I already can't read. Fantastic. If we have under $200 and I go to the inn in this town, do I still get robbed $200? Time to figure it out. I don't remember where the desert is. I think it's the bottom left cave, yeah. Cause we actually paid? Because you added because the orange juice, darling. Bugs! Yeah, that makes sense. 40 cents plus whatever taxes apply, so. Miss? Have I mentioned Ryu's OP? Just like in Street Fighter. Sorry, if you hear my wife dying in the background, I've told her not to, so she can't die, but she could certainly get pretty close. She's been feeling pretty rough for the last 2 days.
Really? Yeah, it's been getting since either Wednesday or Thursday. I've just been sick since Monday. Because that's when my school started.
Been sick for a week? Today's Monday.
I started Monday last.
You've only been sick for a couple hours then.
Started Monday last week. It was just my throat hurt, like just physically hurt. It was less sore and more painful.
It's because you denied the existence of our progenitor god Lavos. See what happens to heathens. They get a nasty cold, but they survive. At least it's not the nasty cold. You know the one.
I mean, we could always check to make sure, but yeah.
Right, we didn't check. I forgot. Don't worry about it. I mean, you should probably check. But Besides yesterday's headache, I haven't had any symptoms myself.
I forgot Etsy was doing this.
What? Screwing their people over? Oh,
Oh,
what?
no, they're planning on implementing Etsy purchase protection.
The heck is that? More screwing their creators over? That sounds like they're screwing their creators over.
Program for qualifying orders up to $250 USD or equivalent of your local currency, including postage and taxes. Etsy will refund buyers and will keep the earnings if a buyer never received their package. For example, if a disaster transit, the item arrived damaged for the first instance calendar year.
Alright, that doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, because that's a huge issue for a lot of small businesses is people make large orders and then claim they never got them and tell them pay to charge back their money.
Is it first time you guys have that issue, or is it first time the customer has the issue? Because if it's a customer thing, that makes sense. They can't abuse it. If it's you, then it's kind of, you know.
Etsy will refund buyers communities if their item arrived damaged for the first instance per calendar year. We know that as an Etsy seller, you do everything you can to
Is it renew?
experience for your customers. Chances are you will encounter
It's
an
heal.
issue after dispatching an order on Etsy. But if you do, we're here to make that process a little bit easier with Etsy's purchase protection program.
I feel like a lot of the issues that stem from people losing their stuff could be solved if they just paid for tracking, but they have to pay for tracking. So
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's why they implemented if you do this, if you pay for, if you spend about this much money,
then they cover the tracking cost.
yeah, well, no, they don't cover the tracking cost. You have to, the customer has to pay for tracking.
Oh.
In which case,
Okay, continue. Yeah.
yeah, so in which case they're forced to use a higher, because some places they do free delivery or they do their delivery so they're like under a certain amount.
Poe uses the icicle and Cool Air moves in. Sure thing, buddy.
But yeah, they're like if there's a certain amount.
Hey, wait, we fought some of these before.
Oh,
I just not saved last time. That's a distinct possibility.
that is a very distinct possibility. Why?
I guess I was tired.
But yeah, so what that was like people would have like $2 stickers and make a killing, but then as soon as customers like would buy $2 stickers, they'd suddenly have to pay $10. That way they could cover tracking because you can stuff your profile to be this is free delivery at a certain amount, but then if you want tracking, you have to do this.
Yeah.
And then Etsy added in, oh hey, now you have to pay for tracking. So if you get a $2 sticker, you're paying $20.
Just like Pizza Hut.
So
Stop. It hurts. Though.
we were like, no, we're not. Like a lot of it didn't affect me so much because I already provided tracking to all my orders. But it affected a lot of sticker businesses. So this is another way of trying to protect because a lot of businesses will get huge orders.
Yeah, when you sell in bulk like that, yeah.
Yeah, and like those massive orders, a lot of customers like to charge back on them and claim that they never got their stuff and don't back to you, and you're like, what's going on? Like your tracking says that you got your order, and they're like, no, I never got my order. And then like some people are stupid and they try to resell it and say that it's 100% something that it's used.
That's great. I hate that so much.
Yeah. There's very few people who are actually open and honest about it. I'm lucky that the first time that I had an issue with it was one of my first customers, and like she left me a great review, and I made her new ones because her mail opened only to
Yeah, it was actual damage. It wasn't her trying to screw you.
her product was missing. I sent her the bookmarks, and they were. She's like, I got the package, I got the letter, but it was open when it got here, and there was nothing in it. The bookmarks are gone. So somebody
Someone like opened her mail on the
took her bookmarks and only the bookmarks and left with it.
That's so weird.
Right? I was like, I don't know if I'm getting she was really nice with the whole process, and I'm like, I'm okay with making use of new ones.
Am I gonna get a fourth character, or is this my entire party? Oh no, it's a dead end. Hooray.
Anyways, this starts.
Bully.
This will actually be very. This is actually beneficial, which
Good.
is good considering everything else sucks.
Considering Etsy just sucks in general. Is that a town or like just a randomly placed palm tree? Let's go see after this. How could you spit fire at me? You're just a worm. I'm actual dragon. Get boned. They really hit. They enjoy hitting Ryu a lot. Lol, 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 lol. You know all that grinding from last time? At least we got like. Oh, okay. At least we got a bunch of XP out of it.
Yeah.
A Scorpione. Dead.
So picking up her order is at the store.
Nice. The person picking up our order. You know what makes me sad? You know how the States, they have this DoorDash thing, right?
Yeah.
And the DoorDash is actually just skip the dishes in the Canada, right? Well, because of that, we couldn't get the Pizza Time emote in Final Fantasy 14. It's bonkers. I want my Pizza Time emote.
You know what's funny is we have DoorDash too.
When you download DoorDash, it just turns it into skip the dish.
I have both.
No, it's not DoorDash. My bad. It's Grubhub.
Oh yeah.
I'm incorrect. My bad. It was Grubhub the entire time. Surprise.
Yeah, I was getting confused. We have Uber Eats, DoorDash, and Skip the Dish.
But yeah, no, it's Grubhub. When you get Grubhub, you could get you could use the Pizza Time code to get Pizza Time emote in 14. But instead, because Canada doesn't have Grubhub, you got Grubnub. Grub nothing. LMAO. Last night, you know what I discovered? First of all, YouTube screwed me with my subscription notifications. Thanks, YouTube. Second of all, that channel I listen to for the specific news about the specific streamer that no one likes.
Yeah.
It's been posting for 2 weeks. I didn't know. So there's like a 3-hour video I was sat down and listening to while I was doing my last round of Gungeon.
Oh, that's what you were laughing.
No, I laughed at something else before.
Oh no, you were watching Sabine before.
Yeah, Sabine was Bisu. Sorry. Bisu was
Sorry, I didn't know her shirt name.
she's been on our streams, like our chat once or twice.
She's been on
Well, no, because she doesn't know yours, I don't think. Bisu was live and she made a joke about how. Oh man, I can't remember. It was a joke on me, and I was like going along with it. And one of her, one of her stream, her chat members was like, "You like baby soup?" Or no, yeah, she goes slander Pyrus because he said blank or some stuff, and I go, "No, please don't slander me." And her chat's like, "Slander him? I don't know him, but I hear he likes baby soup." And I'm like, "Listen, baby soup isn't awful, okay? It's nice and thin and not chunky." And she goes, "Ew, that's disgusting. Like, literally, I'm gonna be sick." And I go, "LMAO.
I'm so confused. It's babies.
Soup for babies, I guess. I don't think it actually exists."
Baby food.
Yeah, I think that's what we're talking about. That's not the point. The point is that then someone goes baby chowder, and then it goes on, and Bisu at some point goes like, when you say, when your wife goes to pick up food for the baby at the grocery store, are you telling me you say pick some extra up for me? And I'm like, nah, he's outgrown baby soup. It's all for me now. And she goes, "God, that's disgusting."
How do you spell her username?
ENIBISU.
E-N-I?
Yep.
B.
Shouts out to my homie Enibizu. She's fantastic. Give her a follow on the Twitch. She's a VTuber.
I'm not finding
Where are you?
on Twitch.
How did you spell it?
E-N-I-B-E-A.
BISU. Where's the T coming from? I'm so confused, Ada.
Said
No. Bisu.
how is it?
Bisu.
ENIBISU.
It's a long trip to find one town. I feel like I should go to the middle of the desert, but I don't like deserts.
Oh, I am following her.
Yeah. This is not the first time that we have mentioned her, so she's great. She's a VTuber. She's a dryad. She was working on a model, a new model yesterday. She plays like a lot of puzzle games. I think she's not pro horror game, but she does play them a decent amount, which is funny. Yop counts as water, right?
No. Got water.
Well, you've played yourself. Now you have to get up and get me water.
Go get the water.
Ow.
It's your own fault for not having water ready to go. 2 minutes. I don't want water either, but you make me drink water every Thursday.
I'm not the one making you drink water. Liam is the one making you drink water. You're accusing me of
You're the one who told me
Mama Jam.
that if I wanted to drink on your stream, I had to do the water thing too.
Well, you can't reap the rewards of one thing and not pay the price of another. That's cheating.
I mean, I just thought it'd be fun to join you on a drinking game.
Well, yes, but that's me drink because of point drink. You drink when drink point drink as well drink.
Yeah, but me wanting to drink. I wouldn't force you to do what my things do.
I wouldn't do the thing if I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, but if
Do one or the other, not none. A dog? A dog? When did we get a dog?
Josh,
Man, I can't believe we have a dog. That's wild. I keep pressing the X button like it's the only button to open the menu. I am a fool. Oh man, this is so great. It's gonna turn into a mukbang. A mukbang. Prickle. That's awful. Not my double double.
I get the hash browns, right?
If you want, yeah. How bad did my coffee spill? Not that bad. So it still exists as coffee? I just want whatever's supposed to be in the desert, man.
Okay, cool. They were nice.
What do you mean?
Well, they put my stuff in white wrapping to make sure that they get mixed up with your stuff.
Okay, they're trying to make sure that you're not allergic to something or not. I could have just gone into the desert at night. Shouldn't have burned me, you know. Thanks, Breath of Fire. Don't know it's science.
So yours got wrapped up in the usual stuff, and then mine got wrapped up in something else because mine are eggless.
Copper, don't even think about it. I'm gonna close the gate so I don't have to deal with Doggo. Well, hence close the gate. Oh, okay. I thought you were coming back. Okay. Well, thank you.
I need some space. And I didn't want to take your phone with me.
My phone's dying.
It's not fun. Have a fun stream.
No, you. Normally, I would charge my phone using the Switch charger, but I can't. I don't have anywhere to plug it in easily, so no. I appreciate the offer. I keep trying to see what the brown ones are called, and I don't pay attention enough to figure it out. Okay, here we go. It's called a cactus. I should have known this. Also, I got water and I didn't drink it yet. Oh. No. It just looks like another trick of the light. I realized that was an irresponsibly big bite. I'm so sorry. I'm just hungry. I want some brekkie. This is my bacon when we got the sausage right here. Oh, looks like they flagged the egg bit. I always do this thing where I'll order a sausage and then remember that I don't like sausage as much as I like bacon. It's truly tragic. The encounter rate is actually annoying right now. Like, tone it down. Petrify is a spell that levels up your defense. That's so confusing to me. Like, yeah, it makes you hard like rock, I guess, but also, like, you rock. 100% shouts out for this game to coming up with like, its own original spell names. There we go. Something's there. Is it a dungeon or is it a town? I don't know. We're going in. The heck? Bro, it moved. If I find out there's a turtle under there. Or a lizard. Oh, that'd be my donut, eh? Which one? I guess you pick the strawberry one. Oh, it's both of them. They're tiny. Okay. Fair enough. There's like 3 towns here. What the heck? Okay. This is Arad. Arad? Maybe a vehicle. How's that rod sound familiar to me? I feel like... Look for the moving town, but couldn't find it. It's literally up north. Come on, man. Mayor has the fife. You can use it to make a birch appear over the quicksand of Crypt. Okay, cool. Arad is in a desolate area. That's why the dragons aren't there. Come on. Move. Talk to your friend. Have you heard about the town that moves around in the desert? I've seen it, though. What's this man selling? This is a dragon statue. Welcome to the desert. Would you like to rest? Yeah, sure. Pardon me for the loud sounds I made. Come back when you need a rest. Okay, sure, but you have like a statue I want to pray to here, so... I gotta do this stuff in front of you? It's kind of sus. Alright. There's like no indicator that there's anything special about the house, so I don't know what to do. This coffee smells burnt. Oh, this coffee tastes burnt. Come on, guys. asked for 2 sugars and two milks, and they sold me a black coffee. So that's fantastic. But maybe the giant sandworm appears with every new moon. I'll give you the fife if you destroy it, okay? Yeah, sure. When the sandworm appears, it eats our goats. There's a new moon tonight. Wait and you will see it. Immediately getting tossed into a boss fight? I'm here for it. Alright, let's go. You put in what? It's all in your hands now. I figured you put in what I put in, so I'm not surprised that they made a mistake. I'm just offended that they... New moon's supposed to be once a month, but if we die, we're gonna get to fight it again. Oh god! What is this? Go with, fry. Input it, what'd you put in? The last thing was orange. Yeah, because that was the orange juice. But I knew they'd mess it up like that. They just always do. This is the first time we fight a boss as Dragon Ryu, so... Let's see how much damage this guy does. A baby amount, okay. We also do a baby amount. Excellent. Yeah, right, revert. I guess we could do attack up on bow. Oh no, baby damage. That's fine. 130. Ooh. No. Ryu just gets to destroy this man. I'm just gonna use all the buffs. We're doing 210 damage a turn. It's gonna slow down soon because Bo is only gonna be able to cast one more fry, but I do believe that's gonna have to be it. Okay. Let's go. It does 16 damage every now and then. 15 damage? I don't think it's that tough as a boss. I sure hope it won't be like the boss we fought earlier where like you have to empty its health twice completely. That was awful. So I can cast Frost at it and see how that goes. Freeze! Yeah, 60. Okay, so, like, I don't see any elemental weaknesses. That makes me laugh a lot, but there has not been elemental weaknesses so far. It's just one spell stronger than the next. Eh. 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 Oh, nice, wow. Keep going, I guess. Sandworm got up. What a surprise. But it's not as rough as the last fight we had. I can slam too, bucko. Apparently all of us can slam. Come on and slam! And welcome to the jam. That doesn't look like it died. Hooray! Thank you very much. Please take the fife as a gift of my gratitude. The fife is in the treasure box. You take fife. The fife is in the treasure box. That's not the same person I was talking to with the same voice, but it's the same dialogue options. Great-o. If you don't mind, I'm going to take this as such a small oasis, like, for sure. See, that boss was easy peasy. When you turn into dragon, victory. Them's the rules, I guess. Happy I didn't need to pay for this. Oh, jeez. Nope. Black coffee. Burnt. No bueno. What Molly's donuts are. They're like, there's no way we'll be able to beat Tim's Tim's Donuts, so let's not even try. All right, Crypt. Where are you sending me? To fight monster? No. Oh, we're using charge again. I mean, that's neat. Excellent. Honey dip stuff frustrates me. How do you mean? Don't you just... How do I use a Pfeife? You'll never be able to use this. Pardon me? I'm supposed to use it to get into Crypt. There's no honey anywhere. Oh, this bit, right? Yeah, okay. A nani? Okay, no going back. Cool beans. What a surprise, it's locked. Never would have guessed. It's basic donut glaze. Yeah, but it tastes like honey. That's the important part. Is that a mimic? It's an E-chest. E-chest. I don't see any hearts under its eyes. That was a funny joke. Y'all just don't be hip with the lingo, okay? If this is a rainbow donut, it's very unrainbow. I'll just take the long way, I guess. Cool. Is that all they're gonna give me? Like mimics that aren't mimics? It's just funny to me. I would assume that the E stands for eater. Oh no, she knows shield. I don't know what that does. Wouldn't the honey be in the donut, sweetheart? Because, like, you have old-fashioned glaze, and then you have honey dip. Wow. Truly cursed. Miles, go in? No? This place looks so bland. Ah! What? Okay, now we know why the stairs were there. That's so... Wow, that was actually painful to look at, not gonna lie. A trap triggered a toxin. My favorite. There was a Trevor in it. Donut rings are the same as the chocolate dip as far as I'm aware. So the chocolate dip are honey dip donuts. Where's my antidote? There you go. Try to poison me with your chests. Just let me out of here, man. Ah! Why is that a thing? I'm kind of mad about that. It's just a big open area with like a bunch of holes in the ground. Who designed this place? Oh, Breath of Fire, you did not age well. Two! Come on. Mess him up. Next, please. Boom. Wow, a slam that doesn't even do as much as a regular Ryu attack. What a surprise. This is a slam, Nina. Good stuff. 2k XP, though. It's a lot of good stuff. Bow leveled up. Good, good, good. Next is Ryu. Hehehe. Zinkura on your song. 100. Sheesh, sheesh. I really don't know which one I'm supposed to go. Another trap. This is not worth it. You get a herb for taking 50 points of damage. Like, obviously you got cure spells by now, but come on, game. 2, 1. So they give 1k XP each. Wow. Like, it's good stuff. I feel like they didn't know how to balance the difference between like gold and XP, so which doesn't make sense because they're two separate values. So I don't get it, but both like rise proportionally to each other. I just want to know where I'm supposed to go, man. Not there, I guess. There's nothing in this basement. Nothing, dude. This basement's super empty. What the heck am I supposed to do, man? They even got chests full of nothing. I got evil chests just trying to eat me while I'm in this basement because I fell down a hole and it hurt my leg. What the crap, dude? I'm just trying to have a good time and make it out of here. I don't know why they call it crypt. I know crypt was mentioned by something, but I don't remember why I had to come here. Oh, okay. More stairs. Wait, are these the... No, this is not. I'm not going for another herb. It's not worth it. These treasure chests are unincentivized at this point. Ow, sorry. Ooh. I made the mistake of using my leg, man. Monsters left in an acorn. That's so rad. I can use spells for a little longer. I guess we're supposed to follow the torches. You see that little mouse up there, man? It's so cool. Such a nice bit of like little game design, a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We got Scorps. I can't wait for these games to get better. Like, with no offense to them, man, but that looks like a boss. I'm pretty convinced that's a boss. A trap triggered a boom. Collapses from severe damage. So I think that just killed Ryu. Yeah. Life. Herbs. Sweet, man. It's pretty rad. We almost died there. We got some new gear here, right? Headgear. Yeah. Can I equip something else to somebody else? Pretty sure we had topped off everybody. With sun helmet, okay. Shell helmet. Not you. You can't do that. It's balls. I don't think she can equip a helmet either. Oh man, I can't believe someone playing Pokemon Cafe Mix. Bro, this is the most amount of enemies I've fought in this entire dungeon. To the point where I'm kind of tempted not to call this place a dungeon, just a crypt. It's just annoying. 3 rooms of yikes. That's what happens when you cast fire at me, dingus. Get out of here. Be gone. If Breath of Fire 1's anything like Breath of Fire 4, turning into a dragon takes consistent AP, but I think we've already ruled that out. I got some acorns somewhere. Nah, he's at max, okay. I mean, he didn't use any AP anyway, but... Smash the rock, then you'll be able to take the B-Rang. Rot, but I don't have anybody who can do that. Okay, cool. What you want me to do with the boomerang? Sure exists. It's the sound an arrow makes. I'm sure there's a boss. No, it's just a rock with a boomerang on it. That looks like a boss. Stop right there. Another intruder slipped past me, but you're not so lucky. Okay, someone else walked past. Nice. Now, something tells me I was maybe supposed to fight the rest of them before. I Spy. What we're gonna do is... That doesn't do anything, so... At least I don't think it does. He did 130 last time, mostly, so... See what this does. Similar amount of health by the looks of it, so we'll keep frying. Spells always do the same amount of damage, which is, it is what it is. Yeah, it's on third attack boost doesn't work already for no reason. Okay. Some of those programming oofs that they did back in the day didn't need to be done that way. Fortify Nina. Oh, we just ripped off two of its eyes. Okay. So rad, dude. You didn't need those. Don't worry about it. Dude, why are you attacking me, man? It's another eyeball. You gonna be a little spookier when we take the rest of the eyes off, or is that what the second phase is? It's just his eyes moveset's gonna change because the eyeballs are different? That's kind of neat. If that's the thing, I'd be pretty impressed. Because I have not seen anything in this game that might suggest they will do that. Nice, Nina. Completely out of MP. Cool. Nice, dude. You know what to do now. Just keep swinging. Ouchie, ouch. That's a slam? Ooh. We do love to see it. So it wasn't the second phase. That just means it can't throw stuff at us? I don't know if it's going to start, like, casting spells. That would make sense, but... Ah, there you go. Oh, no, it's an AoE. Oh, I don't like that. This is fine. It's got up again. Wow, what a surprise. He said unsurprised. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Cura on Nina first. She's the one with the lowest amount. That's what it's doing. But we are doing tons of damage too, so get out of here. Be gone. Our damage actually out-damages his damage. Okay, Kira... Ryu looks a little messed up, so let's top him off. Not that I'm too worried about him, he takes... They all take 25. Easy peasy! Ech, you're only human! You're not supposed to possess such power! I turned into a dragon in front of you and call me a human. Sure thing, man. We're just going deeper? What the heck? Whoa, dude. Icy helmet. Cure. Skull helmet. Nice. Totally cursed. Maybe not. Antidote. Huh. What am I going to do? What are you going to do? I can't swim. You have wings. Am I in control again? No. Also, there's two of us that can swim, so don't worry about it. Search the area. There may be a way out. I'm not in control, for the record. Huh! This trap is too simple. It would only catch a fool. No one's there. Who's talking? Oh, hello. Karin, I almost drowned looking for you. What's going on? Someone is trapped in a safe area. Can you open it? I can open anything if you bring me the book from the tomb. Okay, but why don't you come with us? You guys go ahead. I'll wait here. Where am I going? What tomb? What is he talking about? Come on, don't wimp out. Okay, okay, come on. That was... Okay. I'll take care of any locked doors we find. Karn joins the party. Ah, there we go. Okay, so this is the game's way of telling us, hey, we got a new character. Equip him some cool stuff. Throne, DR. Defense goes up by a ton, yeah. Can't. Okay, cool. Can't equip this item. Can you equip something, my dude? 24, that's pretty good. It doesn't change his defense, it just reduces his acting speed. No thanks, I'll pass. Yeah, so we fought a boss. Got a new character. Oh, right. One of the things I need to do was that. You could just lock doors. It's neat. So we're gonna be going back to Bleak, I think. Oh, this guy's picking a fight with us. Get out of here. Oh, DR's dagger. Gotcha. Good. Epic. How was he gonna do? How is he gonna allow us to do this without being able to lockpick? That's my question, huh? Come on, man. You need to think this through. You have any abilities in the spell department? No. We're up to insta-killing those guys, so that's good. Now, is Karn one of those good fighters, or... he's in between, okay. He does more damage than Nina, but doesn't do any spells. He kind of had to do something like that. Because barring any spells, what was he going to do in combat otherwise, besides being a lump of useless flesh? Flesh. Looked like a guillotine blade or a spiderweb. I'm happy it was the latter. 2 warhogs. Excellent. Very excellent. You might get him. Nice. I don't like exploring in this game. Baby, yes. Hello. What I like is that these guys don't run. They just give you 2 tons of XP and then die. It's great. What? They're called daggers, but he uses them more like throwing knives, honestly. I guess because you don't want them to move in this game. You know, they're not animated to actually zip-a-doop. The gold slimes are cool, but they give as much XP as the, Dang it, come on. It's the other thing I fought that gave me 2k, 1k per... There's 2 treasures there. Skip. We're clearly above level at this point. Because we have to grind. Like, what level are we? He's level 12. And they're all 10 levels above that. Roughly. Give or take a couple. But, like, wow. Okay. One would assume this is where we're going. Did we not already? That's funny. That's really funny. Okay. We did this. We did this bit already. What's this game trying to get me to go? Everything looks the same. Also, we could use some better, like, different music. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Okay, Capcom. Hopefully in the next Breath of Fire game you do that. What's in here? Zip a zoom? Carefully disarm the trap. Nice. That's funny. Casket is empty. Bro, who could take the book? So it's not in the okay. So where else are we supposed to go? Oh, there's more than one casket. Oh, bother. More fake chests! The good news is we got an extra character, but it's not gonna change the actual speed, is it? Yeah, my guess is that Karn's gonna be about as good at damaging as Ryu is later, once he gets to level, but he's never gonna catch up to Ryu's level because of how advanced we are. He has more AP than a character who who uses AP. Big rip. That's all I gotta say about that. 2k. Oh, they're the ones who give me a butt ton. So it's yeah, it's more XP than two gold slimes. You don't have spells. You do not have the spells I want. You do, but I don't want to use it on you. Disarm the trap. The casket is empty. Yeah, I like that they respectfully close it again. Like, there could be something dead in there, but you will not catch me messing with it. Empty. How many are there? Expecting them every, like, period. These guys go 3. Eh. 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 What, you casting magic now? Get out of here. Come on, kill it. Get it unlived. So I can heal Ryu. Karn finally reached level 3. That's it. That's all he's got. No, you don't heal people. You do. I'm not the one. Yeah, there we go. Another casket. Who would have guessed? They're all trapped. But they're all empty. Okay, so we're gonna keep going this way, I guess. I don't know if I have to actually find the right one or. Your the empty soul, die already. When I say, I just want to get the heck out of here. It's the trap that I'm disarming the problem here. Casket is empty. Are they all gonna be empty? I bet they're all gonna be empty. Why? Why do you give me empty caskets? You gave me 8 empty caskets. What's the point of this? Why do you do this to me again? Why do you hate me? Get me disarm trap, get me empty casket, make me sad. Where's the book? Where's the book? Wow, it's just like a grind area because I don't particularly like it, you know what I'm saying? Like, for realsies. Please, just get out of my way so I can get this stupid book. I'm tired of this place. It's so cool that I leveled up and I get nothing out of it, you know? It's so radical, man. I'm so happy. I'm gonna get stat boost, but there's nothing here. Do I have to go lower? Is there a lower? Finally, the casket is the book. Okay, cool. Since you figured out the trap, you already have great skills. Karn gains confidence. What? I did it! I'm the greatest! Shut up! What was that? Save it, Karn. We gotta get back to Aurea. Okay, I just wanted to have my moment of triumph. This was such a waste of time. Oh my god, it's just for an ego boost? Get out of here. I have to walk all the way up too. Jeez Louise, do I have an item for that? I feel like there's an escape rope or something. Nothing I got today, that's for sure. Okay, well, at least I won't be attacked for a bit. Oh my god, if I felt so pointless. It was like pulling teeth for no good reason at all. And then I have to walk my way out somehow. Oh wait, the front door's locked. So I can probably unlock that at least. Yeah, I don't have to go through Hunt CL is what? Close. Hunting close. Okay. I'm happy that I don't have to do the first bit of the dungeon, I guess. Everything else I have to do anyway, because there's only one locked door at the beginning, and then it's like, yeah. Everything else is a puzzle. Well, of course it no longer works. I took like 500 steps just trying to do one freaking floor. Book is the casket. The true book was the journey along the way. The friends you made along the way. There's some real that garbage, huh? That's a lot of yop I'm eating. I'm drinking. I've drank a whole liter of yop in 1 hour. 3 hours. I just want out, man. I just want to get out of here, man. I just want to get those treasures and get out of here, man. Treasure had a trap. Oh, what a surprise. You take a life. Nice. I've done that a couple times since the beginning of this game. You guys think you're all tough, man. Yeah, you don't even much as we fight outside in the desert. Why are you here, man? Like, for real. I just need to get outside and be able to teleport to Oreo, man. Yeah. An herb. So worth it, dude. I'm secretly hoping for a quick way out, but I'm very skeptical about the possibility of that existing. Because why put it later, like, around here where you won't necessarily go when you could just put it, you know, at the end where you get the final thing you need. Oh no, it stung me, and then it threw an axe at me, and then I didn't die, so I killed it back. Bye. That was a counter, I think, actually. No, it would have said counter, so no. It sure as heck felt like one. We go down. We go here. Good stuff. Bing, beginning. We have been down here a pretty long time. It would not hurt us. I'm impressed by the amount of like stamina our characters now have due to being 10 levels above the recommended, but it's still been a really long while. We're not out of AP on Nina yet, and she's the only one really using some, but I guess Ryu. No, Ryu's used some in the last fight, but that's pretty much it. Not boss fight, I mean. There we go. Case in point, that's what it says when it's counter. Some of these animations I question. I understand what they were going for. At least, I think that's important. Yeah, okay, hang on. They did animate Nina moving. Why not animate some other characters moving? Good job, Bo. You know who's not leveling up anytime soon? Karn. Yeah, how far is this gonna take me, dude? All the way? Hey, man. Just trying to get back to the entrance. Please, game. One golden slime. Be gone, my friend. Wow, he gave us a life too, man. That's rad. Can't believe it. So cool. Bonkers, dude. One Warhog. Why are you here, dude? Died in one hit. Bye. Can't believe he died, man. Ciao. Level 14. Good job, Karn. Only 10 more levels until you kind of catch up even a smidge. Not even 9 levels, actually. But where the heck are we going, man? Just loop around. Dude, it's not cool. 2 of you guys? That's radical, dude. Pretty bonkers, man. Awesome. Hope you like the fact that you wasted your whole turn, dude. Oh, I'm talking like this. I feel like that's the voice I'm gonna give Karn. Doesn't really strike me as a surfer dude, but you know, here we are. In more interesting news, I am officially lost as to where I was going because I looped around the whole thing. Yo, 3 of them? Yo, 3 of them? Yo, 3 of them? Crazy. Absolutely bonkers. Super wild, man. Not even paying attention anymore. Did anyone casts? Doesn't seem like anyone got frozen. Maybe Ryu did, but he took so little damage that it didn't matter. Woo! Any new sponsorships available? Nope. So I just figured I'd take the chance to look at my Stream Elements revenue page, just on an off chance I might get paid for something. But no, nothing new is offered since last week. I'm excited that I even get these offers, but I had to deny the last one, which I hope doesn't hurt my chances in getting new ones. Okay, good. We've gotten some stairs. Okay, we're back up here. Thought it was weird there was a random space where they put a treasure chest, but then again, you couldn't get that treasure chest if you... It makes sense when you think about the fact that, like, even if they had put something there, you can't... What's the Smash thing? I feel like there's something I'm missing. Like a robot character? I don't know. I feel like there's a character we're missing who can destroy stones and stuff. Because we've seen a couple of those things come wrong. Pretty sure it's not Ryu. Good stuff. You left an acorn. I was a little surprised you didn't take it, because you do have viewers from outside our province. It doesn't work in Canada. It doesn't work in anywhere but the US. That's kind of what my issue was. That, like, I would be selling something that I can't even, like, use myself, or, like, I could use if I paid my money. They give me a code that I can't use, and they give a code to people around me. Most of my consistent viewers can't use, so I was like, meh. Sure, I have American viewers, but they're not there all the time, so the chances of them actually getting to use it are lower. And I don't have that many American viewers that are consistent recently, so... I don't know if Stream Elements actually took the analytics to look at, like, where most of my viewership came from. But, I low-key get the feeling they didn't. Yeah, I read through the brief and everything, right? It's just... Well, it was that easy. Just go down right. Okay, cool. Oh, look, a mage! He goes faster than Nino. That's cool. Doesn't do much damage, though. That's what I thought. No fire for you. Ha! There we go. This is the part where we don't have to do the long way. It's just open this gate. Let me out of this place. Now, how do I get out of this place? Oh, right. If you just go in the quicksand, it goes yeet. Also, I didn't have to do that because all I could do is Warp to Aurea. Did you know that Aurum is the Latin word for gold? So Aurea is the city of gold, most likely is what it was trying to translate to. You get it now. Warriors, our fate is in your hands. I do wish to save. It's been a whole dungeon since we last spoke. And 2 whole bosses, so. Wait. I think it's been 2 bosses, but I'm quite sure. The dude in the vault. I don't quite remember where he is. I feel he's down here, and then you go downstairs, right? Right? Yeah, there we go. Ow, what the heck? Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. There's cracks in the freaking chair's armrest. Of course I'd... Ouchie, ouch. Open the door. There we go. Let her daughter out. You want the light key? Father wants to give it to the dark dragons. What? If my mother was alive, she would have told him to do the right thing. I'm about to clap this man's cheeks. Hard AF, my dude. I saved your daughter. She's safe. Give me the key, or I will take your life. What? Who said that? Stop pacing! If I don't give up the key, they will harm our daughter. I saved her! What we gotta do is destroy them, you know? I'll just destroy them and they won't harm anybody. Okay, hold up. The bathtub's full, of course. Always full, always cold. Man does not like warm baths, I suppose. If my mother was alive, she would have told him to do the right thing. Why are you Who's your mother? Would she happen to be living in Bleak? I don't know why you're telling me this like it's relevant. I couldn't. Okay. He told me to save his daughter. I busted her out. Okay, what's the problem? Doesn't need his fish. He's not gonna use it on. Why are there 8 plates when there's exactly 2 of you in this place? Okay. Hello? To enter the tower that holds the light key, we must go through the safe. Darkness never falls on our town. We owe it to the light key. I want the light key. That's what I'm wanting to get, thank you. There's nothing that can't be bought, even peace. I don't agree with that statement, but thank you for the, yep. He's the guy that broke me out of jail, right? So I can go, like, back to jail. He'd be gone? Is that what you're telling me? Man just breaks out of jail non-stop. Everything's made of gold. You know how much money they wasted for this effort for this bad design of a town? A whole town made of gold. Like, come on, man. Gold-plated would make sense, but it... somehow I doubt that's how they designed it. I'm supposed to go through the safe that is currently being blocked by Daughter McPherson here. I don't know what her last name is, but I'm annoyed by the rich lady. Right? Let's go to the inn because we did get a little beat up. 200 gold per night. Our stay was 200 gold, man. Costs as much as in Bleak, but in Bleak at least they don't try to sell it to you. They know it's thievery. Okay, some people have the ability to join with others and transform. I have never seen that, but that'd be neat. This is Aurea. You can catch a boat to Skanda. Why do we need the light key again? What are you doing in my house? Oh, shut up. Oh my god, 2 of them. Okay, bye. Bruh. If I don't give up the key, they will harm our daughter. But she's, and the... What am I supposed to do about this hint that if the grandma was alive, if the mother was alive? Like, we went through an entire dungeon to get this dude and then get her out and then what? Let's take another look down here just in case. She's still in my way. Order of acquisition. See if he says anything different to Ryu, or she does. Honestly, I have to find out what she would have said. I think that you're correct in that she might still be alive. Or I'm supposed to use some of this junk from Zombie Town to bring her back for a second. I don't know what that is, but you know what? I'm quickly losing my patience with the sluggishness of this game after the 65,000 gold grind. So, Breath of Fire after Vault. The light and dark keys. Okay, sure. Sandworm's dead. I Spy's dead. Before you head to Aria and save Ross's daughter, head back to all, blah 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 blah. When you're done collecting treasure, return to Aria, free the girls. She's quite stubborn, won't leave yet. Listen to what she says and head for the Dark Key Tower, west of Bleak. Okay, I can't say I understand how I would have gotten that from what these guys are telling me, but maybe I could have talked to another NPC that would have told me this, but I haven't done so. I consider it a bit of a mess to have to talk to every NPC when half of them say the same thing. I've stated that before, but like, speak to every NPC when 3 out of 5 of them will say, "What are you doing in my house?" for example, or "This is the town of gold." Sometimes it's like it wouldn't have been from Aria. I don't think Aria would have been the place where they told us this. I think it would have been like Bleak or something. But we haven't heard of like bringing people back from the dead yet. I don't even know what's in Dark Tower West. It's that thing. Okay. Right, now we have the unlocked... Okay, I get it. Now we have a way in because the doors were locked. So in exploring it earlier, we would have gotten a hint that we could come here afterwards, but no story hints telling us to come here. Which is where I would consider the oof. Another story hint would have been what if we went to the counterpart of the light tower, but I don't... That's not really... That's not a leap of logic I would have done. I don't know if we could have thought of it another way, but that's not what I would have done. 2,000 gold. Look, monsters that are a joke. I don't know why you're here. Wow, that's different. It's called Chopper. Okay. Tony. Funny joke pirates. It's a One Piece reference. It's actually a new monster, even though it's just a recolor of an old one. It's just something that does more damage and takes more hits. Hello. If you're the legendary hero, I'll give you my treasure. Climb the tower to meet the ghosts and prove your worth. Smooth. He just blocked us. That's rude. Another chopper. Oof. I didn't equip Karn with anything better. Oh well. Oh well. At least you tried. See, still very hate-bonered on Ryu, no matter what, so I'm fine with this. 600. Lucky for me, the max level does not seem to be 30 in this game. We'll see in 7 levels or such. What the heck? Why are there 2 staircases? No me gusta. How am I supposed to know where I'm going? Oh, the other one just had treasure. Okay, we'll get that on the way down if I want to. Shadow? Shadow! Yeah, I've watched Soul Eater. Incredible. A slam attack from Karn does more damage than a regular attack from Ryu. Guess we'll keep going up. There's another staircase that goes up there. Ah, see, so this is the treasure staircase. Life 2. I think Nina has a revive spell, but I don't quite remember. Herb. Nice, nice. Wasting my time. Cool. Sweet. A cure. Oh my god, so cool. A horn helmet. Oh, hello. Horn helmet, huh? No, 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 no. No, no, no. Actually, yeah. You're the one with the lowest current HP. There's something suspicious about this. It's got a bunch of buffs. Is it another wolf helmet shtick where it's cursed? I'm watching you, game. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to walk all the way over here, skip the middle staircase, go right up this one. Fungus. Sure. Still alive! And just did a bit of damage, this is fine. Dead. Wow, an entire floor with no monster attacks. The central location of the staircase leads me to believe that there might be a boss fight on the other end. But the only way to find out. I'm correct. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, sure, man. Ooh, spooky! It used to be that only dragons could enter here, but since the light key was stolen, things have changed. Let's fight? For the record, I think I count as a dragon, but... Fry them! Get Karn not dead. Ooh, shiny colors. You fool! Oh, baby. Baby damage. I love it. Nina, you can attack up. Bow. Bow, you can cast Fry once again. Ryu, just keep doing your thing. You're a dragon. I don't care. You really do love to cast Thunderbolt on Ryu. Thunderbolt. Too bad I can triple that damage. I won't leave any, like, mustache. Burnout. Oh, actual oh. It's the same amount of damage. Ryu's just getting a little soft right now. Stop him off a little bit, shall we? Since we know that healing always goes first. I don't gotta worry too much about it. I feel like a Cure 2 will do it. Yeah, 2 more casts on that. I forgot there's 3 of us now. 4 of us, I mean. Devastation. Okay, that's the annoying AoE that we're gonna have to watch out for, huh? It's more damage than the other AoE did, so that's not great, but... We have items for this kind of situation. Does 45 damage. Unfortunately for me, items don't... They don't have move priority, so we're gonna have to watch out, but... I think we'll use our last Cura on, you know... Just to make sure no one dies in one go. I don't think we're dealing with that just... Yeah, I thought he'd start spamming Devastation. I was pretty sure. Okay. Okay, Karn attack. Nina. Kira 2 on Ryu. Bo. Kiora. What's the HPs look like? I can't see. I hate that. I really do. Karn. Okay. Yeah, I think that was the good choice. Okay, single targeting a Thunderbolt, so that's nice. Because we're still doing 130 damage to Ryu, so. And Ryu doesn't pop out of this form in this game. You can revert only on choice. Which I think is pretty neat. I know what's going to happen. He's going to be able to survive the next hit. Burnout, okay. It's not the greatest, but we're out of magic on him, so. I'm gonna cast Kira 2. Nope, she just needs a Kira 1, okay. How do you like this? Whoa, it didn't cheat. Cool. Nice, 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 nice. Very good. Excellent. The monster left life too. Good work. Please take this key. Find the light key to complete the pair. What do they do? Like, actually, I'm being told to do this, but not. Oh, it wasn't stairs. It was... We already got a key like this, didn't we? We have the king's key. Suddenly it got a lot lighter in here. I honestly don't care that much about the treasures that we're trying to find in here, so. I've played myself. Ow. I'm very still slightly surprised that he didn't cheat in the game this time around. That's funny. Oh, we're gonna have to fight him again. Oh, he just decided to die. Pretty cool. At least it wasn't like that other boss that we fought that stayed alive for an entire second health bar's worth of damage. While spamming AoEs. That was really awful. We lived, but it was awful. I'm very happy we don't have to do it again anytime soon. Or we haven't had to do it again yet, I should say. Fungus among us. Get yeeted. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. My mom would have told him to do the right thing, and then he just straight up moves because what? Because the daughter moved? I guess we have to go to the light key, but he said it'd been stolen, so it more than likely won't be in the safe, would it? That wouldn't make sense to me. Well done, you are a true hero. Please take this with my thanks. A mirror. Wow! We've done 2 dungeons already today. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to take a small, like, 5 to 10 minute break just to stretch my legs in a bit as soon as we get out of this dungeon because my leg is hurting again. It was doing pretty good. Now it started being sharp pain, so that's awesome. By awesome, I mean god-awful. Stretching sometimes helps, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch. I'm going to see if I can put some sugar and some milk into my coffee so it doesn't taste like burnt crap. You're also not the one I want. then come back, hopefully re-energized for the next half of the stream. Did you think I was gonna stick around and get the rest of the treasure? Psych. Okay, there we go. I'll be right back, folks. Time to take a short break. As I go to my stream manager and actually say it's advertisement time. Well, the good news is the coffee tastes better. The bad news is it still tastes like burnt crap. Just tastes like sweet burnt crap instead, which is, you know, it's marginally increased in quality, so I don't have to. I can actually drink it now instead of like going. Yeah. The reason I'm here is to do this. The bad news is, another bad news is my leg isn't only marginally better as well, but we'll be okay. We should be okay for the rest of the stream. I promise. We've done it before. It's time to stop being scared of being sat for a while. I'll just go sit on the couch for 3 hours. Warriors, our fate is in your hand. Well, would you mind healing me, sir? Teleport you a little thingamajiggy. It teleports me from the overworld inside a place. I can't teleport from the outside a place to... from inside a place to inside a place. It doesn't... It's a little weird, but let's go. Waste $200 on, how much we got? We got 32,000 or 300, 200? I'm mildly offended that I've already got, like, 32,000 because, like... I forgot I'm not currently playing a game on the PC, so the sound comes out of the TV and not my headset. Yeah, this place is... I've already got 32,000. I guess it's been about as much time, but like it's half of what I needed. No! Release me! How dare you! It's not about breaking it, dude. It's about lockpicking, my guy. I have a universal key, and it does click click. Bye, B-word. Trying to get my leg in a position that doesn't feel like it's gonna rip off. Stretching it out tends to work after a while, but I need to be able to stretch it out on a consistent basis, and it's not working great. Oh, okay. Look at this shiny town. Where's It's the absolute worst side of opulence, honestly. Okay, I guess. Where's the old man? Is he down here? She is. If my mother was. I don't care about your mother, lady! Oh my god! Where's your dad? He was pacing around here like 30 minutes ago, and I have to chase him down through town? Is that what this is? Because that doesn't not. Y'all know where he went? Darkness never. Well, shut up. I honestly don't give a crap. Where is the dude? Where's the mom's grave? Oh, this old guy's making me irritable. Ay, ay, ay. Go talk to Ross. Where's Ross, bruh? Just disappeared off the face of the earth. Except to dig around his house. You'd think after I freed his daughter, you know, he'd go see her. But nah, I haven't seen him down there at all. Maybe he knows what she's gonna say. Daddy, let them go. Oh, wow, I need to take 3 steps right. That's my bad. I'm losing patience with this guy. If I don't give up the key, they will harm our daughter. The mirror does its magic. Khan raises the mirror and the ghost of Ross's wife appears. Elena, what am I going to do? Do you really think giving up the key will help our daughter? You're right. Once they get the key, it will only get worse. I knew you'd come to your senses. You're strong. No, he's not. He's weak sauce. I must go now. Peace. She said peace. I've come to my senses at last. Tell my daughter I was wrong. Not the reflection of his dead wife saying, I gotta go. Peace. Only in the 80s. My father changed his mind. Now the dragons are coming for the key. Will you help us send the dark dragons away? It's my whole job. Thank you. The light key is at the top of this tower. The key is yours. As soon as I get there and fight another dark dragon general, correct? I'm taking all your money. For the record. Just putting that out there. You have no money. You just have like 5 herbs down here. What is this? Blackstone. Blizzardstone, whatever. Metal shield. Hey, something I might actually be able to use. Peace. She literally said peace. I'm dead. That's incredible. Wait, no, the dungeons. No, I wanted to go stock up on weapons and stuff for Karn, amongst other things, because he's weak sauce right now. This is like that Vine of the dude going, and then just disappears, but like literally 20 years early. Oh, jeez. There we go. That's how you check. What would you like to trade in? Nothing. She's already got an equipped dagger. This throwing dagger. Broadsword, maybe? That's what he's currently got equipped. Tiara, I just want to make sure we're all stocked up on good stuff here. Sun helmet. Trash. Sage mullet. I don't know what that means. Male. Sage male. Male is ML, right. Well, I hear other people can equip it, so let's see. It's already got equipped. It's crap. Okay, cool. This is what I aspire to be when I die. Spirit that goes peace when I'm done talking to my loved ones. Just, I mean, I'm not gonna let that one go for a bit. I apologize ahead of time, but like, incredible, absolutely incredible. Your journey has been recorded. I can now put my beard away. I wish we could actually see what that dragon looks like up close, because like, it looks like, I know it's probably his teeth, but it looks like he's got a beard and a mustache, and it could be both, given the fact that this is a Japanese game and it's not out of the question for a Shinryu to exist, right? So like a bearded dragon, well, a long snake-like dragon with the mustache and, well, the whiskers that look like a really long mustache, depending how you stylize it. Actually, wait, I'm not sure they're called Shinryus. I think they might be called Shenlongs, but that might be the Chinese name, so I'm not quite sure. And being that I am not an expert, you should not base your opinion on what I say. The tower is up this way. What? Someone said about a tunnel. Why am I going through the same? Okay, cool. Is this officially the tower? I like that the music went from dungeon to house again to dungeon once again. It speaks to me on a spiritual level. Is that it? That's the key? I doubt it. We're gonna go for it anyway. Firestone. Okay, I thought it was gonna give me another herb. I was like, I got enough of these things. 50 HP is not doing much for me at this juncture. Oh, hey, we just go straight up. It is bright as hell up here. Cool, just give me the key. Where's the boss? There's always a boss. Karn takes the shiny light key and puts it in a bag, and now it gets sad and depressed. Right? Said they were coming. I'm expecting a fight. There's no fight whatsoever here. There's not even a... Okay. I guess... I don't know. I don't even know where I'm supposed to use these keys, so that's 10 out of 10. All I know is we already got reused dragon powers, so I'm satisfied with that. That makes this game a lot easier. He's now standing in the middle of his living room. His daughter's gone, so maybe we can talk to him again. Maybe he'll tell us where to go. Maybe we'll get accosted by the dragon generals again. La, la, la. They're both here, so maybe you got some interesting wises for me, sir, ma'am. My father's so wonderful, don't you think so? I think that he was... No. Rio, take anything in my house. It's my way of thanking you. I've already done that, but thank you for the offer. They said the key was stolen, and then they followed it up with the key's about to be stolen, and they followed up with, don't worry about it, the key's not stolen at all. This is Arya. You can catch about Skanda. I feel like that's where I'm trying to go. Oh, right, he's like, we had to talk to him. It was all just an elaborate ploy to get me on the boat, that's right! I'd like to sail, but the dragons blocked the way. Oh, let's go butt kick then, that's my job, let's go. And then maybe you can stop making excuses for not wanting to hop on the boat. Hi, who the guests? What have you got there? The light key. I'll have to take this off your hands. Nope. Karn, take out the archer first, I guess. Oh, they're not even generals. It's just knights. That's pathetic, dude. Fry their butts, bruh. Ryu, show them what they're really dealing with here. I like that transformation takes place early on. It has very high move priority. Oh, they're kind of tanky, but not that much. Ha! Ow, hey, yo, bows on flying units? Not very nice, my dude. I honestly don't know what we're supposed to be, like, prioritizing here, so just... He's dead, right? What a surprise. Eh! I feel like this is one of the earlier... That's just a reiteration of an earlier boss. Again, I'm not going to use all my MP on this. There's no point. He's going to die real quick. I don't even think he's going to survive, like... He's not going to pretend... I don't think he's going to pretend to survive an extra bit. I don't think that's happening. I think this is basically just that, like... recurring boss that you think you're going to be fighting, but really it's just... It's Salt and Pepper, but worse, because Salt and Pepper don't... Like, they get scaled, but these guys don't. There it is. I feel like there's a better example of an enemy you fight over and over again. Ross has betrayed us. You'll soon know the wrath of the Dark Dragons. No way! Shut up! Oh my god. We'll release you for now, but we'll be keeping an eye on you. Release me? You're on the ground, bleeding out, fried from half my thunder breath. Get out of here. Talk a lot of big crap for someone who just got his butt handed to him 3 ways to Sunday. Look at what that last blast did to the ship. Yeah, that's the part I'm kind of upset about. You can get to the main camp by going around the North Peninsula. If we move the rock that blocks the North Cave, we'll surprise them. I'll give you gunpowder to blast the rock if you give me the G-bar. Shut. Oh. No. I have to buy another. Can I just get it off Ross? I'm not gonna grind another 30,000 gold just because. How much gold did they give me, actually? Oh, nowhere near enough. I drink to forget 65,000 gold. If you give me the item my coworker sells, I'll give you gunpowder? He's not the one I gave the gold bar to. I used the icicle though, so... For them to have me grind twice for the same thing. Dude. Dude. Ooh. I have very strong feelings about that. God, I'm annoyed by that. Okay. And it's the same area too, so it'll take the same amount of time to grind twice. And like, I'm not an idiot. I know my last stream wasn't super exciting because of the fact that like, I didn't want to pay attention to what was happening on screen. It was so boring. Let's see what we can sell them. Maybe we can accelerate this by 30,000. I'm not worried about dying, at least, because we have grinded so hard that we don't have to worry about any of that. I hate that I have to sell them like 400 times. Suede gown. I don't know what magic drop is, but 13,000 is a huge amount of stuff to just get rid of in one go. So I'm down. Cure times 3, 30,900. See, this is gonna significantly accelerate it, but this is worthless to everybody now. It's like a bunch of stuff that I probably should keep, but pardon me. Sun helmet, we're so close. Just missing 6,000. $5,000. Let's go back to the top here. No. I don't know anyone that can actually equip that, so. Okay, we have sold significantly amounts of this. Okay. It's 54, it's 100 and some. It's nowhere near enough what I need, but hey. Oh my god. Okay, that's legitimately a lot better because I don't have to worry about like half of what I needed to grind. Scratch that, I don't need to worry about way more than half of what I need to grind. Like, we're literally only 2k away, which is like 2 encounters with the The golden things. Not that you can actually actively trigger those, but I think it's safe to say that Breath of Fire 1 suffers from first game syndrome. Or old game syndrome. It just didn't age well. They had techniques to make games last longer back then. So that players would, you know, wait before they need to buy something else. Whoa. Blue sky lifts my spirits. Yeah, man, let's go talk to, if I didn't have to do all that, by the way, I'm going to be a little upset, but see if we can go talk to their chief. Which is better, sleeping at night or during the day? My dude, both. There's nothing left to teach you. You can take over anytime you wish. You're talking to Karn? He's talking to Karn. Already got all that stuff, so. Okay, so no, we can't just walk in and say, hey, can I have that gold bar back? I didn't think we could, which is why I sold all my stuff. But you know. Yada yada yada. There's a yada yada. Bakana mu. I don't know what any of that means. I know baka means idiot. You guys are worthless. You don't give me much XP. Or AP. Or GP. I think I would have rather, like, you attack your own thing, Bo, but 78. Well, you know what? Gold is gold. You won't catch me complaining. Not yet, anyway. See, this'll actually give me something. Dead. Is Karn's animation still the same, actually? That's my question. I don't think we're gonna get to see it this fight. Because I changed it for, like, not a throwing dagger anymore. Nina reached level 23. Wow, that's excellent. You leveled up. Good job for you. Cure of 4. How many freaking cure spells are there? Okay, I only need one more 1,000, so we should be safe for a bit. You guys aren't really worth it, but hey. Nina. Bow wastes an attack. Nice. He has the same animation, so yeah. Like Ryu with the boomerang, who just only need to fight 9 more groups of that at most. Is this the only 2 groups I'm gonna see now? Pew! Okay. So 2 more of that, I guess? Maybe 1 more? Yeah, 1 more of those. I am incredibly happy that it didn't take as long as the last time we needed to grind for the gold bar. I'm still mad that we had to grind for the gold bar, in theory, a second time. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff you didn't need to purchase in between both. But we're not going to pretend it's not a pain in my butt anyway, you know? If I hadn't sold like half of my inventory, I wouldn't have gotten that 30,000 that put me up at like almost where I needed to be. Almost where I needed to be, which means like maybe if I had looked for more treasure, I might have gotten like 20 more herbs and been able to purchase, I don't know, skip 1 fight. Give me the gold bar. Don't talk to me again. I'm out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. 65,000 gold 2 times. You need to grind 130,000 gold at this section of the game. You're going to tell me that's not excessive? I'm enjoying myself, I promise. What do you say? Is it a trade? Gunpowder for gold bar. Yeah, Garn receives a gunpowder. Cool. I said to go up north. If we move the rock that blocks the north cave, we'll surprise them. Also, I can't move diagonally. Okay, rock blocking north cave. Where's this? No. Why do you give me crap mobs all of a sudden? I am what you may call confusion right now. Okay. Just wanna make sure I'm headed the right way. Night. Sink this ship, talk with the captain, they'll tell you that that's not really what they told me. Oh, shut up. I just learned something, and exploration bit me in the butt again, but that's not too bad. Hello, sister dear!
Hi.
Hello!
Hi.
What? You didn't even let me do my bit. It goes, hello! Oh my, I want to die. You know, he does live shows.
Which one?
I can tell you. Probably all of them. I hope that's how you pronounce his name.
That's probably so you don't walk out.
The clock.
Hello.
Oh my!
Je peux pas tout prendre ça, hein? Tu les avais pas mis sur la liste.
I'm listening to their conversation because they're so much more interesting than what's happening on screen right now.
All you're doing is walking.
I know, I'm annoyed. I'm Breath of Fire. Le premier.
Oh my god, I remember this one! I played this
What the fuck? She literally walks on my right side. There's a bunch of room, right? And then just randomly decides, nah, I'm not interested in this side of the room. So I tilt towards the fridge where there is, like,
She's talking about a dog, for the record.
not enough room for her, and then I just feel whoosh, and she passes at the not enough room space.
Yes, it's an automatic, automatic pet machine.
Anyways, now I gotta tilt back towards the fridge to get what I was getting because I was distracted.
Anyway, to make a long story short,
No!
you missed. Whoa, la. Talking about med stuff on my stream. A minute. Does it go with if I'ma be sad? I hate phones.
It goes. When I was close and able, I jumped onto the closest coffee table.
What the heck?
You haven't seen that one yet?
Who's it by?
It's Bo Burnham.
Oh no, I've.
It's the spider song.
The fact that my sister is enthused about anything with spiders in it is quite interesting. Speaking of which, Stranger Things season 4, pretty banger. Can't wait till the second part comes out in like 2 weeks. Okay, stop. I don't even know what curse does. Like honestly. Oh boy, it's an unsavory. Consider yourself yeeted. What the heck? I had heard that one actually.
I fucking died. I was like, what the fuck is this? And it's a sketch. So like you actually see Bo Burnham playing both. And when he says, since I was close and able, I jumped under the cuff. He actually goes. Fucking great. Everybody resembled as a spider. I saw that and I was like, I feel attacked. At least you're not just asking the guys to kill the spiders. No, anyone else? Okay.
Literally anyone.
So you're a cassis.
Equal equal opportunity. Don't let me kill the spider, please. You would love Stranger Things season 4.
No! There's spiders everywhere.
Yeah, there's a bunch of spiders every like 2 or 3 episodes, I think, which represents like they're not. It's weird.
Well, I need to go work.
It is weird
Okay.
because you learn why the spiders are there.
No thanks. Is it because someone watched too much Harry Potter?
No, most Harry Potter hasn't come out yet by then in universe.
What year are we in?
Like 86.
I mean, Rowling might have written her first draft by then.
Yeah, but in the UK,
Right.
they're in a hodunk town. In the States. No, and most of the spiders you see are like hallucinations. Because they're triggered by this one monster that connects to people's telepathically.
Oh! So, Pennywise.
Not quite. I don't think Pennywise turns you into a pretzel.
I suppose if you're scared of turning into a pretzel, Pennywise.
No, he just kind of. It's weird. It's. The monster seems to find people who are guilty or feel guilty about someone else's death.
Oh! There's a monster that does that in Supernatural.
Yeah,
Where have I heard this before?
I just don't remember which one you're talking about.
Bloody Mary.
Ah! There's no mirrors involved. There are clocks and spiders.
Well, okay, then it's Spider Mary, but still
Spider.
same idea.
Well, it's just bizarre because the spiders are present, but they don't really like. I don't know how to explain it. They don't feel like they're part of the MO. I don't know if you know what I mean. Because like you'll see they give you the whole rundown of like, oh, when someone's about to die, they'll get hallucinations, they'll go into a trance, they'll see a clock. They make it a huge emphasis on the clock, a grandfather clock. But the first person you see the clock also spews a bunch of spiders. And there's a lot of there's spider imagery that isn't as like shoved in your face, such as when you see the monster, he's tied to like this web of tentacles type creatures and stuff like that, but nothing overtly like, oh, spiders are relevant, except for like one moment where they're like, oh, we found a bunch of spiders in a jar. You're like, what? Why?
I mean, that might just be like a side effect of like, oh, this isn't reality. We'd have to look at in mythology what spiders represent.
Ironically enough, for the most part, good things.
No, but that's the thing, right? So in this case, what if spiders are like, you know how I'm bringing this back to Harry Potter because my brain just made a link, but when they see the spiders are trying to warn them about the basilisk, right?
Yeah.
Or evacuating the school and being like, y'all need to run.
Well, they explain why the spiders are present, sort of.
But
Via-
what if it's a similar idea of like the spiders are there being like, this is an illusion. You're hallucinating. Wake up.
Well, the thing is that we learn during the final episode the identity. Spoilers for freaking Stranger Things season 4. We learn during the final episode that the identity of the monster is tied into why the spiders are there, and the thing is that every time you see the grandfather clock and other elements during the hallucinations, they're tied to where he used to live as a child or where he did his first kill.
Okay.
And then you're like, but the spiders, blah blah blah. And early on in that halfway through the season, I think they go to that house where they're like, this is where the first kill happened, and they try to find a hint, and they identify that on the other side of on the flip side and the upside down, that's the place where he is. So he's in that house, but on the flip side.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, but how do we know? And then when they're digging around, Steve, who is the worst character of season 1, but the best character of every subsequent season.
I'm sorry, I don't watch Stranger Things, but you know how our phones listen in on us. This is a joke, people, sort of.
No, it's true.
We talked about Stranger Things the other day, and spiders, and that's when the Bo Burnham song popped up on
Yeah.
my For You page. But also, you know the song, You and Me and You and my friend Steve, Steve.
No, I've never heard that song, but that sounds great.
Okay, well that one pops up a lot, and they did it with the people from Stranger Things, where I think it's Natalie and her boyfriend, and then
Is it Nancy and Jonathan? Like, there's this
yeah,
tired-looking blonde dude and
yeah,
this,
it's
like...
Nancy and Jonathan, and then it's them walking around together, or like the actors on the red carpet, but they're always with
Steve,
Steve's
yeah.
actor. So it's literally like you and me and our friend Steve, but it's like 7 different freaking like red carpets, and it's literally like her and Jonathan are like super close, and then there's just Steve that has his arm on them.
He's third-wheeling hard.
It's literally the 2 of them, and then Steve. It's great.
I love Steve. Steve is awful in the first season, and then afterwards he just gets such banger character development. You're like, how can you not love this guy, man? God. It's great. Oh yeah, so Steve like opens a vent and he finds like jars in it. And he's like, what the heck? And he picks one of the jars up, and it looks like there's like, I don't know if it's dead or just webbed and chilling out, but there's a spider in it, and he's like, the heck? And then he notices there's a spider on his hand. He's like, he freaks out, and then like Nancy's like, what's wrong? Did you find something? He's like, nah, nothing, just a spider. And he's like, it's a Black Widow, don't worry about it. I'm like, yes, worry about it. No one told you this, but everyone's seeing the damn things.
Just a Black Widow.
They
Don't
live-
worry about it.
Like, I get it. They live somewhere where they're probably more common than you think, but... So, like, last episode of the season, I reiterate, spoilers, because...
We haven't made it to the spoiler part yet.
But last episode of the season, you realize who exactly the monster is, and part of the reason the Black Widows are there is because he explains, like, oh, when I was a kid, I didn't like humans at all, but I really like spiders. I learned that when I discovered in the vents of my house a nest of Black Widows. He's like, I really like them because they're solitary and don't like to live with others, and they're just like me. And then you learn that this dude got bored with his family. He didn't like his family, and he learned via telepathy or listening. Yeah, I think it's telepathy, that his parents weren't perfect. And I say weren't perfect because he says they did evil things. But what they did is, his dad was like a military vet, and after the war, he remembered he has trauma tied to the fact that during the war, he ordered a shell attack on a set of houses. And in that house, he thought there were German soldiers, but it was just an innocent family, or it was Vietnam or whatever. It was a war, and the iconography that you see a lot is a burning crib and a crying baby, because that's what he found when he walked into the house. So his son, who's just tired of humans, I guess, decided that he would force him to re-see that image every night. So they were like, oh, our house is possessed by a demon, the devil, blah, blah, blah. And he decides, their kid just decides one day, I've had enough. I'm going to kill my entire family now.
Yay, murder.
But before he manages to kill his dad, he,
Yes, suck into the upside down.
no, he runs out of juice. Because his powers are like 11s.
I have no idea how 11's power.
There's just the usual, if you use it too much, the strain on your body knocks you out, or you run out of blood or whatever. Because they start bleeding like profusely from their eyes, their nose, or whatever.
I think I took out late, but then forgot about it.
10 out of 10. So they're like, Oh, great. So he explains how, like, oh, I got knocked out, and then I didn't want to go to the hospital for my issues, but they sent me to the hospital anyway, which I really hated. And then I met this guy who is the doctor that Eleven knows as Papa, because he's the one who trained her in her telepathy. And you learn that he's number 1, and she's 11. What? There's more than 10 more. There's more than that, but not all of them killed their family. Most of them just got picked up when they had the potential or got experimented on by the doctor, and they're all traumatized, yes, but most of them are dead, so they're not traumatized anymore. Because 11 was getting bullied and almost got killed, but one went, oh, I could help you, just run with me, and when he did, he told her about this chip that inhibits his powers, so she took it out, and he said, okay, cool, wait here, I'll find us a way out, and he went and killed literally everybody in the facility. And that's when he explains to her, yes, I have superpowers. And she went, wow, you killed everybody. That's awful. So she threw him into the upside down by accident. He's the first person that she tossed into there. And that's how he became Vecna. What? What, Vecna? Or?
Yes, the video that I showed Mom with the Bo Burnham song. People in the comments were like, Vecna, and I was like, what?
My sister's about to start blending stuff, so heads up on the noise.
Or just, turn your microphone off.
I can't. I don't want to do that. Why are you laughing?
Because you are ridiculous.
I'm just imagining what people think of when they see it with no no audio. I did that one thing to Ada once, where like I plugged something in, I pretended to get zapped. She didn't like it.
I wonder why.
I'm looking for a rock that I could just blow up, and they won't let me find the rock.
Have you tried wrestling matches?
No, he's retired. Yo, they make a reference to Ted Bundy in Stranger Things. I'm like, Ted Bundy. They're like, the serial killer? I'm like, how old is Ted Bundy? What years did Ted Bundy go on a murder spree? You, watcher of Criminal Minds, tell me.
The 80s, I think.
Okay, that makes sense. Then that was doesn't. I love that they just go, what's relevant in the 80s? Quick, toss it in. Dungeons and Dragons? Yes.
But we're lucky that's still relevant nowadays. We are entertained.
It's more relevant these days, actually, honestly. Because, like, to us, it's, like, nowadays, it's more, you know.
70s.
Ted Bundy? Okay.
74, 78.
Oh, 4 whole years of murder. Rip. Disgusting. Yeah, they make a reference to Ted Bundy. They make a reference to the Satanic Panic.
30!
30 what?
30 murders!
I expected more, actually, but
In
yeah.
the span of 4 years.
Yes, he's allegedly the most prolific serial killer out there, eh? Or who has been.
Bundy.
He was the most prolific, wasn't he? From what I hear. Like serial killer, because not like mass shooter. 2 different categories. Both records most likely held by someone in the United States. But God forbid we involve gun laws.
No. Maybe in the States, but no. Okay, so serial killers with the highest known victim count. Luis Garavito, which proven is 193. Possible is over 300.
When was his reign, quote,
92 to 99.
in the States?
Colombia, Ecuador, and
Oh, okay, that's in the South America. Okay, take it back then, States.
Pedro Lopez, proven 110.
That's again in South America, isn't it?
For impossible, over 300. Colombia, Peru, Ecuador.
Same countries.
Haved Qubal from Pakistan.
Okay.
100.
Proven?
Proven and possible.
Okay, so they figured it out.
Yeah, I think it was one.
Fine, I guess my comment on the gun laws was irrelevant to serial killers,
Years of this one.
but set up gun laws anyway, states.
Mikhail Popkov.
That sounds Russian.
Yes, 92 to 2010. 78 proven victims, 83 plus for possible. But again,
2010. That's a long time.
Daniel Camargo Barbosa.
Barbosa, Captain Barbosa.
72 proven, 180 possible.
Do pirates count as serial killers?
I just. Rodriguez Fijo? I don't think I'm saying that right. Fijo. 71. I'm not giving you the possibles anymore.
Doesn't matter.
Mustafa Timad. I don't want to not say that properly. 70.
So Ted Bundy doesn't even like rank in tops of worldwide, but
And then 67. Oh no! Oh, I think I actually know this name.
I'm tired of this. Where we going? Where we dropping, folks?
Samuel Little. From the States. 60. They think he might have took 33 more. 53.
Why is everyone know Ted Bundy so much then?
52. 50. 50. Oh, I think because he was the highest number in the shortest amount of
4 years, 30 people.
and it wasn't like one giant attack. It was individually.
Yeah, it's not mass murder. It's
There's
serial
like a couple
killing.
of them that I'm reading here. It's like 8. You know, like this one is 50, 82 to 83, but it's like.
That's 1 year, and then it was like one mass
One of them is,
killing.
like poison. They poisoned the ventilation in this place, or they set fire to this building intentionally.
Okay, that
This
isn't
one-
okay.
This one is a vigilante, so my argument doesn't count anymore. But also.
Vigilante. He killed himself.
Oh, look, we have a murderer that is more prolific in the States than in Canada than Bundy.
No, don't tell me that.
Willie
We
Picton.
erase the evidence.
He was called the Butcher.
Of course he was.
Oh, he's the one who fed them to the pigs. I'm sorry, it's not a positive thing. It's just.
I know it's just so beyond messed up that we know that.
It's just in every like bad guy show that I've watched, there's always one that feeds the pigs, and they can't find any evidence because the pigs eat everything.
Well, that's why it took so long for them to find the butcher, right?
Yes, he was convicted of only 6.
Because they can't prove the others are. That's ridiculously bad.
Gary Ridgway confessed to killing 71 women.
Stop it.
48,
Get some help.
5, 43, 42, 41, 30. There's actually not that many from the States in this.
I was gonna say something inane like, at least Canada's beaten states at something.
38%. Not something to be proud of. 36, 36, 35.
Okay, I'll try something else.
Bundy.
How about this? Here's the better statement. Take that, states. We beat you even this.
He was infamous for escaping from prison twice and murdering multiple victims in one day.
Jeez.
So that's why people know him. The others, it's just this is their story of how they killed people. He is like, escaped twice. Killed people when I escaped.
I don't like these people.
Oh, a woman!
All the other ones were men. Yeah, that makes sense.
A voodoo priestess who murdered African American families at night.
No thanks.
Early 900s.
Don't like.
John Wayne Gacy, I know that one.
I've heard that one too. Didn't they mention that in Criminal Minds a few times?
He's actually supernatural. But yes, they do sort of mention him later on in Criminal Minds.
Supernatural.
Yes, because he's the killer clown. He's probably the inspiration for Pennywise.
He is the clown in Supernatural.
a ghost murdering clown.
Oh, you mean like early on, like season 1 stuff? Says go north of Aria. Hang a left. Oh, my bad. It's because I went right. Sheesh. Love my mom going, I know this game. Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, Gacy
Mother.
and Bundy are the two most popular on that list.
Kitty.
Also, they're probably more known in the States, and States be like, looky loo,
We have to.
we have big baddies, let's put them in all of our shows.
I feel like they're also very known because of their charm. I know Ted Bundy is renowned for his charm.
Yes. Gacy, I do not think so.
But you don't think clowns can be charming?
I think Gacy's known because people are scared of clowns and he killed children. Also, Pennywise. He's a
Imagine killing children and people liking you. Couldn't be me.
I'm not saying that people like him because he killed children. I'm saying he's known because we have this thing about children.
I'm saying people still like Darth Vader is what I'm saying. Even though
Welcome everyone to Pyrus' stream where we go talking about funny shit like songs about spiders to talking about cereal.
and then we move on to the most prolific serial killer in all of Star Wars history. I don't think that's accurate. I think there are bigger serial killers in Star Wars, though Vader has a very high kill count. A lot of them are kids. Do we count the robots? I don't know. See, the thing is that in Star Wars, they try to tell you that, you know, most robots are sentient, so they give you the bit with, like, C-3PO, R2-D2, they have personalities. But then it comes to the battle droids that they decide are going to get mercilessly murdered throughout the entirety of the episodes 1 through 3, and the Clone Wars, and etc., and you're told that don't worry about them dying because they're all controlled via remotes, so they're not really sentient, but that's still a bit sus to me.
It's sus to me because they all seem to be different anyways. You know? Like when you get shots of cameras coming from someone who doesn't watch Star Wars,
Roger.
they still look like they have different reactions to stuff, so at some point they are sentient.
So yeah, they do have like reactions. They have feelings. They're like, I don't want to go in there. There's a Jedi and stuff like that. But and then also it gets a little more sus when you go up the rank of like their quality, where the super battle droids will also have like different personalities and do stuff like give orders and avoid certain things. And one of the droids that is attack droid in the a tactical droids, I say so, attack droid in the Separatist army. Has this high and mighty, I'm superior to all biological beings personality, which is only a personality you can have if you have some form of sentience. So, and then also he survives getting his head cut off, but that's a different form of Bizarroid. So like, there's this weird, we don't agree on what sentience is and what is non-sentient, whatever. Star Wars also makes like a point out of rendering what is mass-produced more sentient than what isn't. And for someone who hasn't watched Star Wars like my sister, what I mean is that in, like, from a thematic standpoint, I should specify, but like when you're watching episodes 3 through 6 and 7 through 9, the stormtroopers for the most part have a very limited type of personality of, there's a Jedi, fire at him, or here's a rebellion, you rebel scum, blah blah blah, right? And then they make a point of making it, they make a huge point of showing you in episodes 1 through 3 and the Clone Wars and all the other animated series that the clone troopers, who are mass produced and basically have a super reduced lifespan, all have individual personalities, and is proven by like all of them decorating their armor, fighting in different ways. Some of them do orders, etc., getting nicknames that you never hear stormtroopers have. Yeah, and like in episode 7, they start off on a really cool path of like showing you Stormtrooper FN whatever, who has a code name, has never had a name himself for whatever reason. Finn, who names himself later in the movie, but they stopped that path like after episode 8 because they're just like, yeah, I guess his story arc's done now. Let's screw him over. I don't know what they did with that character. It was starting to be like, it was literally a stormtrooper who was going to go find his individuality, and they just threw it out the window after episode 8. It's yeah, there's a lot of reasons why the sequels can be disappointing. Who are you? What do you want? I want to pick a fight with you, Lance dudes. Why do you have tridents? Get out of here. Spearman. So yeah, and then like yeah, the stormtroopers, you barely ever meet any of them that are like individual in any way. In the non-animated series stuff, the droids also have this weird individuality to them, even though they basically exist just to get hacked down by Anakin and Obi-Wan. Like in the movies, not so much, I guess, because you still see them going like Roger, Roger, and whatever, and following droid stuff. But in the extended universe that is still canon, they do their best to just be like absolute jokes. Woo, reuse level 23. I'm gonna steal your boat. You have a save point over here? No, it's just a bunch of hacky sacks. Cool. My shift is almost over, huh? Halt, who goes there? Yeah, your shift's gonna end pretty soon, buddy. Permanently. He's the one who attacked me, although I kind of go first, but... Anyway, I ordered a coffee today, randomly, because it could come with breakfast, and I'm kind of really disappointed in it. It's burnt. How do you burn... I mean, I know how you burn coffee, but why would you burn coffee that gets sent through Skip the Dish? Like, honestly. That's Grubhub for my American friends. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go to the basement. Can't believe they destroyed my ship just with cannonballs. I'm so tired of having to do... I had to do 3 whole side quests to get... 3 whole quests to get on this ship and make some progress in the story. It's so annoying. I'm talking to my stream as well, so.
Oh, okay. Bye, bye.
I didn't forget about you. I'm naming tonight's stream, are we finally gonna get away from this cursed continent, or... Yeah, coughing does not help my... Nice. Double kill! Oh look, it's the you can't get this far on luck alone. You're good, but I'm better. So you failed to prove that over and over again. Whoa, that's Squid. He's got a face thing. I guess top you off. Start frying this boy. And Ryu, you know what to do. Go Thunder Dragon. Why give me the option to turn into another dragon if it's weaker for like in every aspect? There's literally no... Oh, wow. Oh, it's weak to lightning. I didn't realize that would be a thing. I had said earlier today that I didn't think they could be weak to anything. Joke's on me, I suppose. No, Bo, you've already proven you can double the damage on Fry, so let's go. I can't wait to see 260 on Ryu's lightning breath. 195, not quite 260, but still pretty good. Oh yeah, it's an extra 40, so it's like plus 1.5. It's times 1.5 as opposed to double time. That's fine. Again, because of the like endless grinding we had to do prior, this part of the game's a joke. Thunderbolt, and you're dead. Squid got mad. Well, good for him. I feel like I don't want to waste an EMP on this part. Okay. Oh, okay, it's an AoE. I was gonna say that doesn't look like it's gonna do much damage, but here we are. One hit kill, baby! Woo! Okay, you win. Just you wait. My brother will seek revenge. Crash? Crash isn't a word you say, I don't think. Well, if your brother's any weaker than you, I'm not gonna be scared, my dude. How's everyone doing? Everyone topped off? Nice. I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna have to fry him again, but like... Woo! Some herb. Some herb. Some acorn. Another acorn? Yep. You know what? Let's use that acorn. Might as well. We might as well use the acorn. Apple? I don't think apple does... No, it doesn't. It just heals. Okay. Acorn 1. Where's the rest of them? I know there's more. There we go. We have a butt ton more of acorns. I am no longer afraid of using this stuff. Okay, let's go. Lots of cannonballs. Tell me there's a boss fight without telling me there's a boss fight. No? It's a lot of gunpowder. Oh, hello. I don't know why I can go down here. Interesting. What am I supposed to do? Oh, could it be that I'm supposed to set this boy on fire? I don't know where they want me to interact with something, but... I feel like I'm supposed to explode this, you know what I'm saying? Explode? Explode. I'm supposed to explode this? That's the right phrase, right? Watch the scene that follows. They didn't quite give me the scene I wanted. Okay. I guess that's it. I'll have to fight this next boss and then move on, I think. I think we're going to be ending the stream quite soon. Yeah, 30 minutes max. Okay. Well, see, the thing is no one's here. I love that we're shown that we can transform into dragons and stuff, and they can turn into dragons. We haven't fought any of them that turn into dragons yet, so here we are. It's a pretty nice ship, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see where we're supposed to go, you know what I'm saying? Okay. We fought the general, I guess they're all gone. Spooky music. I am Confucian. I get the distinct feeling there wasn't much to do here. I don't want to go through the gate again. This music is like calm and stuff. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Kind of back to the spooks. I don't... Supposed to get a second... I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to do here. There's no random encounters at least, but... This is blocked by a fighter. One of the knights, right? Archer is a knight, if I recall correctly. They're supposed to go up somehow, but up takes me to a room. I guess this is the captain's cabin? What does the game want me to do? It's down to the treasure room, right? Not here. Not this. I don't quite understand here what is supposed to happen. Hello? I am confused. After squid. Octo not spawning, there we go. When you get down to the curl, you just have to go back to Ariel again. Oh. I thought so, but the guy that was on confused me, so epic. Nothing is irrelevant. Nothing is the same. Life is a world. Life is a dream. Life can be dream. Shubop, shibop, shibibidi bop. Life can be dream. Life can be dream. Disney, please don't sue me. I don't have the money. If you want to partner me, though. Disney, hire me for one of your soundtracks. Can I go this way? Can we just take that ship? Like, why not just take that ship? Are they going to make me go through the entire dungeon again? I don't quite want to do that, thank you. Unless... That's not what they're going to make me do. I wish I could just go to the overworld, you know? That'd be pretty cool. So this dungeon just leads into another dungeon? It's barely a dungeon, but you know what I'm saying. It's fine. I mean, at least it's not like a whole dungeon. It's just like this whole... It's just a small area with like... a room. I just have to go... Why do you keep attacking the ones? I know it's auto battle, man, but why couldn't like Nina be faster than you for like one turn? Just one turn. Sweet, man. Bye, dude. Pew! See? This is how we do it. This is how we do it. I wish there was a fast mode, quite honestly. Like, auto battle is the next step down from that, but a fast mode would not kill anybody. How did you not kill those guys that one time then, Ryu? I'm confused. You have effectively confused me. 200, okay, level 17. You know, he's not that far off from where they are, but he's not at the point where he wants to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, he's not what I want him to be. He's level 17, they're level like 23, okay, so he's 6 levels off now. Oh dear. Oh me, oh my. That was slightly more violent than I thought it was. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, Nina, you have a spell that can heal people, right? Is it Renew that holds people bring back to life? Yeah, okay, cool. Next one to heal. Right, you're just dying. It's not because you're weakened or anything. There you go. That heals us 100 HP. So Shark is an insta-kill. There we go. That's what we were wondering why it always missed. Mystery elucidated. Kill him. Come on and slam! And welcome to the BAM! Nice. Life can be a dream. Life can be a dream. Shoobop, shibop, da bee dee da boop. Oh no. He actually hit Ryu. That's rude. Too bad. I got enough characters that can actually do damage now. It's not just Ryu and Nina anymore, is it? It's Ryu, Nina, Bo, Khan. All of you dying. Be gone. Ooh, nice. Wow. Wow. I do appreciate the water drips actually making timed sounds. It's pretty cool. Okay. You think I'm gonna walk the whole way? I have a spell, my guy. No more shall I ever walk from a dungeon to an area if I can afford to. I will walk from areas to dungeon because I have no choice. But the save point, it doth speaketh to me. That way I don't waste time on, like, fake grinding and 3 encounters with 4 slimes. Thank you. The captain is over yonder. I know there's probably going to be a boss fight here, but I think I recovered enough to not have to care about that. I didn't use any spells other than, like, a revive and that other spell I used. Your boat isn't fixed yet. It worked. Let's go. It worked. Your boat is under what? What the frick? Okay, fine. Finally on the boat. We must work together to protect our village. Zog has the power of the dragon. He should use it to protect people. Our crew has 4 members. Let's go. What? Wait! Count me in? Of course, I can't navigate by myself. That would be good experience. Okay, cool. Wait for me! Who's next? The Fishman. Do we get a Fishman character? Could you take me with you? And drop me off near Prima? I don't know. Come on, the more the merrier. I don't care. You can tag along if you want to. Okay. Thank you. I won't be a burden. I promise. Hoist the mainsail! We oughta, all of us know how to sail, of course. Raise the anchor! Somehow the boat that was underwater 5 minutes ago is now immediately fixed. And then because this is a this is a game. Stop this vessel right now, scallywags! Because this is an RPG game, we sail off. The first time we have to fight an octopus character, of course. Can I move? No, the fish is just freaking the hell out. Uh-oh! I'm on the wrong ship! What? Captain, let's attack. I thought you said you wouldn't be a burden, dude. There's too many of them. We should retreat. But if we retreat, what will happen to Aurea? Your ship already got busted and you repaired in 5 minutes. Stop being a baby. Let's go. You dirty rat, you beat my brother. Give me the key or else. Gobi, there's gunpowder on the ship. Let's detonate it and escape. Are you mad? We'll go down with the ship. Going down with the ship is just a little cliche for me. Come on, mateys. Let's stop them. General equals pirate dude. Gobi's not on my team, of course. I won't be a burden. I'll just be a baby and ask you to consider blowing up the entire place. Wow. Kill him. Just get rid of the archer. This one archer? Yeah, good. 9 damage, killed it. 10 out of 10. You use a bow on my bowman? How rude. Come on and whoa! His crits are pretty good, actually. Maybe he has an ability that makes his crits more dangerous. I don't know. That would make sense as a rogue character-ish. But I don't know if they're inspired by anything or they just invented their own like stuff. Wow. I know there's a boss following this, so I don't want to like use all my MP again. I also know Ryu's gonna full heal himself when he turns into a dragon. So, level 24 for Nina, good stuff. She's our highest level character right now. I think. Did I see that? Zom 2, the monster left acorn. We've got to escape, Ryu. This way. I don't like that idea, sir. I want to save my game. That's what I want to do. It's the same layout as the other ship. Attack! I don't need to run. We can clear their booties. They're... That was a bit of a pathetic amount of damage. Why don't they give me the Final Fantasy VII choice of just not running and clearing them all out? Like, come on, game. I know I can do it. Look at these dudes. Look at this dude. Look at the top of his head. Look at his lips. Get him. Get him. 20 damage. I can deal with it. Oh, it's 23 whole. Wait a minute. How's that then? That one's probably gonna die this turn, but I don't want to like call it ahead of time. Because again, the health bars don't mean anything. Alright, next fight will heal. It's fine. Whoa, dude. Why would you attack bow? That's so rude. Okay, cool. Bunch of XP. Hurry, the gunpowder's down here. I know where the gunpowder is because I was in the same ship 2 minutes ago. Except, you know, it's not the same ship. What did you think would happen? We have you now. You'll know our wrath. This time he's fighting. This time he's not actually fighting. I lied. I have a Cura 4 and I'm not afraid to use it, my dude. Full heal. Yep. I expect that either does 200 or it fully heals the character. I don't know how high it is on the rank of like where it rates on in terms of like actual heal ability. If it's like the max one or if we're gonna get like a Cura 5 later on the line. I feel like 4 is kind of weird, but 4 is also like sometimes where Final Fantasy ends with theirs because there's like Cura, Curaga, and then sometimes there's Curaja or something like that. I'm looking at Final Fantasy 13 for that one. So that's a bit late in the series for me to consider it for Breath of Fire, but if it does exist early on, it makes sense. I think the way that Kiraja works in 13.2 is when you cast Kiraja, it immediately removes all the damage that that character took during that turn. I think that's how I remember it being described. I don't know how it works in practice. All I know is that's pretty much the only place I've seen it myself. Did we get Kira 5? Wow, who would have guessed he turns into a monster? He said it was his brother. He's just an orange version of the last one. It's just an orange version of the it's orange. Power up. Power up. Okay, yeah, they're still weak to. They're still clearly weak to electricity. Yeah, why don't you give Bo a bit of a heal here? He's looking a little sad. Wait, no. Start casting Fry, my dude. Yeah, don't die. Thunderbolt does 120. I like the mouth on his forehead. Just I did hit auto, I think. It better be auto or octo. Give him a better heal, I guess, because he freaking needs it. He might actually be tankier than Ryu in general. I think he actually, yeah, he has more max HP than Ryu does. Oh! A slam when he's not at I'm mad mode is pretty good. Oh, yikes. Do it again, Ryu. I like that. I wonder if what controls the slams is the luck stat, because if that's the case, I'm just gonna spam luck on Ryu. Good stuff. 195, 120. Oh, is that an AoE? No. Yeah, it makes sense that Bo is be a little tankier. Well, we'll see if it works. Just because of the fact that he doesn't. Like, I thought initially that it didn't work that way because of the fact that, like, began crying. What a baby. Get out of here. You're the one who chased us down here. What are you doing? Began crying. You don't want to freaking get hurt. Don't attack the guy that turns into a dragon. By now you should know. That's a slam. There it is. 7,218. Bo reaches level 25. I bet Karn may level up, but who knows? Nope. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me. My guy, we were already gonna blow this place up. Let's go. It's gonna blow. Don't leave me alone. Oh, that's me, apparently. There isn't much time. Hang on. We're just sitting there. I'm sorry, Ryu. What? Hoo-wee. Now that was dynamite. What? That's my reaction to it, buddy. I just blew up the other ones too. Okay. What the heck? That's awful. If this doesn't work, don't blame me, okay? Everyone, you're out of your mind. What's he doing? He's just spinning? And we end up in a rod? Sorry, I didn't expect such a big explosion. We were lucky to survive. Prima's at the bottom of the sea, near this island. You need the gills in order to breathe underwater. No kidding. I'll sell it to you for 10... You don't have enough cash. I'll take what you've got and loan you the rest. Okay, sure. I'll be right back with the gills. Don't go away. There's no way he's going to sell me what I want. It can't be that easy. I want to save my game now, though. Is that a possibility? Would you be... He's got bronze armor, a bronze helmet, a pole, so he's a spear user. Right, he can go underwater. Prima better have a save point. What the heck are those? Ebb? There's no way. We're gonna die. What happens if I die here? I mean, I'm alive. Okay. Cool, man. No healing whatsoever, but at least he can fight-ish. They call it a pole. Looks like a trident to me. He's also really squishy. What the heck, man? Again, he's 10 levels under. Oh, I remember where we were. Is that under the sea? I just want to go save, my dude. I bet that's why the monsters here are so soft. I take that back. I don't think that's soft. Can't use the special power. I'm not underwater. Okay, I get it. Okay. I'm all caught up. Cool. So Ebb only works underwater. His abilities only work when you're underwater. Noted. It's annoying, and I'm gonna run out of healing for sure. Last time we survived, so maybe we'll survive again. Nice. So this Gobi guy is basically Aquaman. Noted. Okay, we gotta go back to heal. Because your boy doesn't heal himself. Have acorns too. So going right wasn't the right direction. I guess we go the other way. I don't know what that is. Crawler X. Counter? No. Oh, it's garbage. Cool. Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. No, I'm gonna die. Don't choke, kitty. Oh, that's a pretty sound. Do it again. I was joking. That's disgusting. Wet, like, mouth sounds. Yum. Yeah, that's my bad. One more time. Yay, Gobi! He lived for this fight. Whoopee! This random gives you a new character concept. Oh my god, please be the place I'm looking for. Oh my god, there's an actual save point. Fantastic. We have made phenomenal progress today, folks. I'm so happy he didn't ask me for like 1,000,000 gold for realsies. But that's gonna be the end of this morning stream, I should say. So that's hope everybody enjoyed themselves. That concludes the showing of Breath of Fire. We will be back this evening at 10 p.m. Est. Yeah, with more Breath of Fire. Actually, we're gonna be keeping on from this. I'm hoping we're getting close to the end of the game. As you can tell, I'm getting slightly disenchanted with the fact that this is repetitive as heck. If we're not close to the end of the game, hopefully it gets a little less annoying. If I have to grind for another gold bar, I'm going to be very upset. If he actually makes me pay off the millions of dollars he says he'll loan me for gwills, I'm also going to be upset, but we'll see what that does. To the future? It was water. It doesn't count. Yeah, so if you guys liked what you saw, consider following the channel. If we get to 300 followers, we will have a Q&A stream where you get to get the rundown of all the lore that's in my head running around what the assets you're looking on stream is. And then I'll answer any questions you have so long as they're reasonable. If you ask me the size of my penis, you are getting blocked. That's the kind of question I'm saying no. Okay. I know that's out of nowhere, but you know what? It's the internet, and some people will ask you the most inane garbage, so I feel like putting it out there. There's a limit to what I'm going to answer. If you guys want to support the stream on a financial standpoint, you can always subscribe for free using Amazon Prime, or subscribe not for free if you don't have Amazon Prime. It's $5 USD, 7 Canadian-ish, 8 Canadianish maybe now with the currency rate. It always helps the algorithm. More subscribers equals Twitch goes, this guy makes money, send him this way. You also do not have to deal with any of my ad breaks if you're subscribed, and you get some fun perks from the Discord server if you're interested in that. I think that's all I've got. I guess there's an announcement regarding the Manaburst Etsy store that's getting updated very soon. We're hoping to do that by fall, but I'm secretly hoping to get it updated much, much earlier, but that very much depends on how free our artists' schedules are. So I'm not in a hurry, but I'm hopeful. You know what I'm saying? So that's all my stuff I gotta say. So thank you for everyone who came by once again. Love you folks. We'll see you each other 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this evening. Goodbye.